Yo, 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 yo! What's up, peeps? Let's get into some cryptocurrency news.
Are you guys ready for what's to come? All right. We're entering in what is called the crypto fourth quarter. Crypto fourth quarter is when all the crazy gains are made. That is when things go parabolic. That happens towards the end of each bull run cycle. All right. So with that being said, are you guys ready? Have you thought about when is it gonna be the right time to cash out? What coins are you gonna cash out? When are we gonna get near the top? Are you gonna cash out before? Are you gonna get caught holding the bag? So today, let's talk about when is it the right time to sell your crypto? When is it the right time to cash out? Should you hold certain coins for the next bull run cycle? Should you sell your entire portfolio? Let's find out. So, one of the main giveaways regarding when is it the right time to cash out is when you have people who don't know nothing about crypto, who think crypto is a scam, who think crypto is internet money. It's fake. Your coworkers, your friends, your siblings, your neighbors, your dentist, the grocery store clerk, just anybody that you encounter randomly throughout your everyday life. And then they start asking you, hey, did you buy some Dogecoin? Hey, I think I should buy some crypto. Do you have some? How can I buy some crypto? These people were never interested in crypto before. All of a sudden, they're texting you, calling you, starting random conversations with you about crypto. Well, what is causing that? It's called FOMO, fear of missing out. These people are just trying to get rich overnight. So when these things start happening, these marbles start lining up, guys, it's time to consider cashing out. The streets are getting too hot. When you start seeing Bitcoin making headlines for reaching all time highs, that is when you start considering cashing out. Which coins you're going to cash out, which ones you're going to hold on to. You start planning your strategy because you don't want to get caught holding the bag. All right. So, with that being said, I'm on CoinMarketCap right now. Bitcoin is at 42,783. We experienced some China FUD, as always. China comes out of nowhere. But this reminds me of something. It reminds me of the last cycle. And I'm going to show you guys why, all right? This is something that happened last bull run cycle where China came out of nowhere and kept on spreading FUD. Because why? China wants to control everything. They know it's to come. They know that Bitcoin is going to make new all time highs. They know the crypto market as a whole is going to create generational wealth. And they want to control it. They want your Bitcoin. They want your altcoins. They don't want you to make it to the moon. But have no fear. No one can stop us from making it to the moon. All right. So with that being said, all right. So Bitcoin pretty much crashed from September 19th, 2021, went down basically from 47,000, went all the way down to the next day, reaching practically 40,000. And right now, yesterday, we experienced another crash where Bitcoin kind of bounced up, reached almost 45,000, and then crashed again. Another crash. China came out of nowhere and spreading FUD. So, either way, guys, the plan is still in place. We are going to the moon, all right? You want to buy when things are in red. You don't want to buy at the top. But all good things must come to an end, and this bull run cycle is coming to an end soon. So it's time to start preparing what you're going to cash out and getting ready for the next bull run cycle and also preparing for the bear market. All right. So let me show you guys another thing. All right. Now, we are looking at the historical chart. All right. As you know, the previous bull run cycle, basically the entire market, Bitcoin made an all time high of hitting 20,000 back in December of 2017. And then a few weeks later, a couple weeks later, beginning of January, the first week, altcoins made an all-time high. So we're looking at the historical chart on CoinMarketCap. Now, as you can see, this is January 7th, 2018. When you look at the 7-day percentage, when you start seeing crazy things like this, where you see 53% gain, 346% gain, let's see, 67%, 85, 204% gain, 163% gain, 927% gain, 127% gain, 429% gains. Look at all these crazy gains, and the list goes on and on. You guys can actually, I'll put a link to it and you guys can review it yourself. But when you start seeing that days after days after days, altcoins are making crazy gains. They're gaining a lot of percentages. That is another sign that it's time to start cashing out because you don't want to be held holding the bag. Because as you can see, after the market crash that same week, we were pretty much in a bear market all the way up until now, 2021. So, with that being said, knowing this, some of you guys are new to to the crypto space. You guys have to not get caught holding the bag and start selling. It's hard to time the top. Nobody can time the top, but it's better to. Nobody has ever lost money by selling and profit early. All right. It's better to actually cash out, have some money aside where you can reinvest throughout the bear market and start accumulating for the next bull run. Because, at the end of the day, crypto as a whole is still a new space. It's still growing. That is the reason why we're able to make all these crazy gains. Like the stock market doesn't give you 927% gain, 429% gain, 116% gain in 7 days. It doesn't do that. I'm talking about turning $50 into 1,000, 1,000 to 100,000. It's very rare that you can do that in the stock market. All right. So with that being said, the reason why is because crypto is so new. But after the next few years, we're not gonna be able to make these big gains like that because crypto is going to become a part of the everyday life, and we're not going to have these crazy gains. But right now, guys, the people who make the money or the people who have a plan. All right. Another thing I want to show you outside of that is this right here. This is the Bitcoin rainbow price chart, right? So we're practically here, right? Somewhere right here in the yellow area, right? That's where we're at right now, right? Now, let me show you something. Let's go back to the previous bull run cycle. This is for the people who are scared by the China FUD and all the recent FUD that's been happening and all the recent crashes. Check this out. Let's go back to 2017. Take a trip back in memory lane. Now, keep in mind, today we are in September, all right? We are in September 25th, 2021, right? Right? Let's take a trip back in memory lane to September of 2017. Previous bull run had a lot of China FUD, right? Now, let's look at something real quick. See? Okay, let's go back. Look at this, right? Going back to 2017, August. Keep in mind, August and September itself is typically a bad month for crypto and the stock market. If you go back and look at the S&P 500 since 1998 up until this year, September and beginning of October has historically never been a good month for stocks and also crypto itself. They've never had a good month. So back in the previous bull run, right? 2017, take a trip back. All right. So we're back in August, right? And things crash. Boom. Things crash. Things crash. A lot of you guys would have sold. And look at what happened. Bitcoin practically went from 4,000 to hitting 20,000 in December. Guys, do not get scared by all of this FUD, all of these recent crashes. There's just some manipulation to get your cryptos, right? Now, the reason why I bring up this chart is right now, as you can see, the crash happened when we reached pretty much around the dark orange red levels, right? Going back to 2013, pretty much oh the red levels. Actually, it kind of popped out, but you get the idea. So dark orange, reddish levels, that is a clear sign to cash out, right? Now we are in the yellow phase, right? What typically happens after the yellow phase is big moves up throughout the fourth quarter usually. That's when all the big gains are happening. So the reason why I bring up the chart is for you guys to keep in mind and review the chart. As you see Bitcoin start making headlines and moving towards the dark orange, the red levels, guys, this is going to be the time that you guys should really consider cashing out. This might happen early January, but honestly, the way the market's been moving and looking at history, most likely around December, end of November, we are going to reach our peak. So guys, start preparing. Now, if you look at the previous charts, you can see that after looking back in 2013, after crashes, you guys might have sold because you panicked, right? Look at this parabolic moves after. So basically, practically $94 hitting $1,000 back in 2013. The next bull run cycle, as you can see, there's been dips, but the long-term trend has been upward trend, right? So after this crash, hitting practically a little bit under 4,000, 3,800, big move up, practically 20,000. This is when in December we reach around 20,000. Now, what happens after these big parabolic moves? As you can see, based on history, once we reach the red areas, the dark orange areas, we have major crashes. We have not reached that. We came close to it back when Bitcoin made the all-time highs at 64,000, but even then, we didn't totally reach that area. So keep in mind, guys, once you see us reaching that area of dark red or dark orange, it's time to cash out, right? And last but not least, something I want to show you guys is most importantly the Bitcoin chart, right? So today, September 25th, 2021, Bitcoin right now is at 42,800, right? As you see, this is a weekly chart, big drops, consolidate, moving sideways, basically from May all the way till end of July, move up. Bitcoin historically always retests the highs, so at some point it's gonna retest that 60,000 level and break through it and make that six-figure level of 100,000. Most likely it's gonna go higher than that, but the point is, let's go back to 2017 bull run, right? As you can see, Bitcoin dipped from September. Seems familiar, right? So basically, historically, September and even early October has been a bad month for Bitcoin and the crypto market as a whole. You guys probably would have sold back then, right? Now look, right after the crash, look, from 3,000, big run up all the way to December, hitting 20,000. Guys, guys, do not get scared by all this China flood, right? Then after that big crash, what happened? Bitcoin corrected, and then we experienced basically a bear market from 2018 all the way until now. We had a little move up back in 2019, which was the summer of 2019, but that was like a fake dead count, dead cat bounce. So with that being said, guys, pay attention to the charts. Pay attention to your coworkers, the people that you encounter in everyday life that have no idea about crypto. Once you start seeing Bitcoin, altcoins making headlines in the news articles, all this positive news about Bitcoin, and you start seeing crazy numbers 70,000, 80,000, 90,000 guys. And then you have people who have no business being in the crypto space start asking you about it. And also paying attention to the chart, the Bitcoin rainbow chart, and you see us reaching around the dark orange, the red levels, guys, it's gonna be time to really consider cashing out because the worst thing you want to do is get caught holding the bag and having to wait all the way until the next bull run to be able to cash out, if you're even able to cash out, because nobody can predict the future. And with that being said, guys, I am out.